All right, and we're live. My name is Travis. Welcome to another episode of the Chicken Boys podcast. This episode is a little bit different. The other guys are not here with me, but I am not alone. I am joined here by my wife, Alyssa. You can say hi.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing? You
Good.
doing all right? You're a little
Good.
nervous. You were telling me before, weren't you?
Maybe a little.
You'll be all right though. You'll be good. But yeah, the other guys, they're just MIA. Phil, Phil was we actually hung out with them tonight. They're doing good, but he's a family guy. He had family plans, and obviously that is just fine. That is just right for him to make that the priority. Nick had, I don't think I told you this, but he had like a business come up. He's basically making money doing something real quick, so that came up. That took obviously precedence. Andy said that he broke something on his bed and he had to fix it. Maybe he had one too many monkeys jumping on that bed or something. I don't know, but that was the excuse he gave. And so instead of not putting something out, I decided, well, did I volunteer you or did you volunteer to help? I think I came to you and was like, hey,
Yeah.
do
You did.
you want to do this?
Well, yeah, of course.
Oh, of course. Now you do with the mic on your face.
I
You have
mean,
to.
I just don't want to be. I don't want to be a disappointment. I'm
Oh,
not the guys.
I think I'm the disappointment here. I mean, look, all the other guys are so much better. But hey, listen, you'll be the star of the show. But yeah, I just wanted to get you on. I want to talk to you a little bit, let the people know. Something I don't think many people know about you though is that you are very wise in your sports knowledge. You know what I mean? Like surprising more than I would say the average like girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd say maybe more than the average girl, but I don't know. I feel like I probably don't even know. Maybe just as much as like a sports mom.
Well,
Like a mom who's got kids in football or whatever sport. But I mean, I do like to keep up with it.
I mean, yeah, that might be the case, but you do have some pretty interesting opinions on some things, though, that I wanted to get into. Like the first one being, the term generational. Like I was talking about Paul Skeens, right? I was talking about Paul Skeens, and I was using the term that he's a generational pitcher. And you're like, what does that mean? And I explained that we use it in the sports world to mean that he's like once in a generation, or like you'll get this kind of a player, and like you don't get him every generation. It's like one time player in your whole life. You'll get this one kind of player. But you pointed out to me that what you can say what.
Well, generational, it kind of sounds like you're talking about something that's hereditary, like runs in a family, you know what I mean? Like in the generation of the family. So my immediate thought was that generational, okay, he comes from like a family.
Like a lineage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
like a lineage of that. That's what I thought when I heard the term.
And when you
didn't
pointed
realize
that
it
out,
was-
I'd never thought of that before. And I'm like, I can't do it now. It would take a little bit too long. That's another thing about this episode. It's going to be pretty raw and unedited. Like Nick usually edits these. I mean, we're recording this on a Sunday night, all right, pretty late at night, and Monday morning is the goal to get these out. So I mean, if you cuss, like if you use your potty mouth, I mean, these people are going to hear it. All right, so you got to be careful. Better watch your mouth. Anyway, I was going to Google I Googled it once after that, like generational. And the little AI prompt came up and it said what you said, that it's hereditary type thing. And so that got me thinking, like, are we sports people, like, stupid? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we? I don't know. Because it's true. Like, you would say, like, LeBron's a generational talent. Like, well, did his dad play basketball at that level? No. You know what I mean? So I guess Bronny would be generational.
in that sense of the word. But I mean, terms can have different meanings when they're applied to different fields.
Yeah, but That's like altering the English language completely and saying, like, I don't know. It really threw me for a loop, my uneducated self. I was like, oh man, like she is kind of right on this. But
it sounds like it's a widely accepted term to call a great player, generational player. Like sports, people who are into sports would probably know the term and know that you're saying that the person is just a once in a generation
yeah,
talent, not that you mean they come from a family of, athletes or whatever the case is.
So yeah, but still that doesn't necessarily negate the incorrect use of the word. You know what I mean? And that, so I don't know, that kind of got me really like,
I wonder where it started. Like I wonder where it came from. Who started that term?
it was a guy, I guarantee it, and he didn't know what he was talking about. But what's crazy is that it's just taken on that run, and it's used by everybody. Like it's just, you know what I mean? Like I didn't even think twice about it. Like ESPN talks about it, generational player. It's just it's what it is.
That's not uncommon in our language for words to take for new words.
This is kind of, I guess, on the spot, but like what other words that off the top of your head can you think of, or phrases that we would use that don't mean what it actually means in the correct form of the word, but we use it differently? You know what I mean? Like basically that generational talent. I can't think of any right now.
Yeah,
it will come to us.
I don't know of any others.
I'm sure there's some out there though.
Probably. It could have just been someone like as simple as someone misspoke, but people do what they were trying to get across, and then it just carried, and other people started using the term.
Yeah, that's probably simply how it started, I would imagine.
But I mean, it's not uncommon nowadays for words to change meanings. Or I mean, look at the slang. So much of it doesn't even really make any sense, but like it does. But
talk about slang.
Yeah, like
can you give us an example?
Gen Z slang and stuff like that.
Like
it does
aura?
But
aura is
like
used properly.
It is, but it wouldn't have been used. I don't know, just different words.
Like the colonial days. Imagine we're fighting like the revolution and people are like, oh, look, there's George. Oh, he got wood in his teeth and he got lead in there too. He got so much aura. Can you imagine like using that term back there to describe like John Quincy Adams?
Oh my.
That would be crazy. I'm sorry, but you were saying like, so basically that term aura wouldn't be used.
Like I feel like it's a newer thing to use it
in everyday language.
Yeah.
Aura. Yeah, medieval people wouldn't be saying aura.
Well, maybe not. We didn't live then, so we don't know.
I don't even know if that word was made back then. I don't know when that word came to be.
But it's like that specifically. When you say that now, you think of like a video game, but that's another.
Wait, aura?
Yeah.
You think of a video game?
Yeah. Wouldn't you say you think of like? You think of like a video game, like especially one of those video games where like you're leveling up a character, and like you know what I mean? Like your
like more like a Skyrim character.
Yeah, something like that. Like it almost seems like that's how it's used.
Actually, yeah, I know. I see what you're saying. Like in Skyrim, you can select different slots to upgrade your character.
Yeah.
So you're saying like in modern times, it's like
it's almost like it's a video game type.
They're aura farming. Someone's standing there menacingly. I
don't know. It's just. I mean, I just recently heard that being used more often. I mean, I knew what it meant because it is being used the right way. It's just, just another word that's up and coming in our generation, I guess.
Doesn't that make you feel old? Like, I forget what I have to think about it. It might come to me, but there was like a term that came around a few years ago, and like all the kids were talking it, like saying it, it was like the trend, and I was out of it, and I'm like, wow, like this is like the first trend that I just don't get.
Yeah.
And I was like 24, 23, 24.
Well, when it's something that's
I mean, I'm not saying I want to be part of it. I don't,
yeah,
but
when it's something that's kind of dumb and doesn't really make a lot of sense.
you're hurting our listeners right now.
You know
they're
what
angry.
I mean, though. Like, there's some words that kids are saying that's like, where did this even come from?
Yeah.
But most of it does make sense. Like, if you think about it, it does make sense. Like, and you can kind of get an idea where the slang word came from
Mm-hmm.
because its roots do make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And in that sense, it doesn't really make me feel old because I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like when I was a teenager and it was cool. Like, I don't think it's cool anymore to say it, you know? I guess I feel old in that sense.
Oh.
That I have no desire to...
You have no desire, so you're just like... Oh.
Yeah. To be talking about skibbity and Riz and...
Gosh. Oh, my word. I've never heard you say that before. That's ridiculous.
See, that's one that is just... I just think it's dumb.
That one is dumb. I don't care what anybody says. That one's a stupid trend. I need to get over that. But yeah, going back to generational, real quick, would you say though that Paul Skeens is a generational talent in the sense of the incorrect usage that sports people use? From what you can see, we need your take on Paul Skeens. I know Nolan right now would be listening, and he would be dying to know your opinion as a Cincinnati Reds fan.
I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I haven't watched him that much, so I just have to rely on...
I haven't shown you that many videos, have I?
Yeah, I just have to rely on...
It's up to me.
What more... Like, people who have seen him more,
Mm-hmm.
who, if they're saying, yeah, he's it, he's going to be one of the best that we see for a while. I mean, sure, but I really can't say from personal experience because I haven't really watched him much. I hope he is. I mean, for your case, for your sake, I hope.
Oh, well, thank you.
I hope he is.
I appreciate that.
I hope he doesn't just fizzle.
He won't fizzle. He'll get traded. He'll get traded in about a year, unfortunately. But at least we had him.
Mm-hmm.
At least we had him.
You can be proud of him wherever he goes since he started with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Like if I ever buy a Skeens jersey, it'll be like, well, we had him for a good, not even a good 1 year. Good 1 year for him. But for the team, it's always been a string of bad years.
Is he a rookie?
No, last year he was a rookie.
Last
I'm
year,
sorry.
okay.
So this is his second year.
Gotcha.
We'll probably have him for a third, and then he'll be gone in year 4, I'm guessing. Anyway, I digress. I don't want to talk about that. But we watched the so you look at it, you have a leg up right now on Nick. Nick has never seen The Last Dance.
No.
With Michael Jordan's documentary, 6, was it? No, 10 episodes? And somewhere around, maybe not 10 episodes, but it was something
like that.
At least 6 because he had 6 championships. So at least 6 episodes, maybe been 7, I'm not sure. But you watched it and you liked it, right?
I did. Yeah, I was never really into basketball, like the NBA all that much. Of course, everyone knows who Michael Jordan is, but I feel like I learned a lot from that documentary, and it was very interesting.
You wanted to keep watching it, right? Like I think I wanted you to watch the first one.
Yeah.
But you kind of got
I wanted to
hooked.
finish it. It was I liked it. It was well done, and it was entertaining and educational for me because I didn't know really most of that stuff before I watched it. So yeah, I liked it.
Did you well, one thing I learned when I watched it was just how a lot of his teammates perceived him as a jerk, and his absolute just competitive drive to be a winner. And I didn't realize how he was kind of not a psycho, but he was very extreme in his belief of like tough love. Especially with like he got in a fight with Steve Kerr, like he punched him. That Steve Kerr told that story. He would start like cussing at his teammates in practice. It's like, oh man, like this dude's intense. But it was something I just pulled from it. I was like, oh man, he's crazy. But
yeah, he was willing to be perceived that way, like for their betterment, because he can't. I mean, I think he even mentioned that in documentary. Like in order to keep winning, he needs them. He needs them to be better. He can't do it by himself. So he just wanted to win that badly.
I forgot you brought that up. I think he was getting like teary-eyed, explaining how
that was the only time. That was like I think the only time. He didn't even get emotional much when he was talking about his dad. That was the only time that he got emotional in like his interviews, was talking about how he just wanted it so badly, and he was willing to push them hard like that, and willing to be not liked very much because he just wanted to win that bad.
Yeah, and he said that too. He was like, if they perceived me as like a bad guy, he was like, then so be it. I forgot about that. He like stood up and he was like cut, or he needed a break. He actually said that. What an animal. But
it's the love of the game for him. I mean,
something that you don't see too much anymore. He was at just like the right time where there was a lot of money. Like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, I believe, saved the NBA. Their rivalry like ushered into Jordan's time, and then Jordan took it and went through the 90s like that. But he was at a time where people and players would hate each other, and it was competitive. And like, not to be ironic, but it's like where the WNBA is right now. Like, those girls hate each other. They hate Caitlin Clark. And it's like specifically the Indiana Fever. Everybody's like pushing them and shoving them, and just they don't like them. And that was a lot more in the NBA, I feel like, in the 90s. Like, people just didn't like each other. They weren't all buddy. And for that reason, I believe it brought out a competitiveness in the players that you just really don't see today. Like, yeah, it's competitive today. The skill might be even better. But the competitive edge that people just, like, I hate them, I want to beat them.
So why is that? Why was it more so that way with the men in that time? Is it because they cared more then?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would just say it's social media would, I think, be a lot of it, and then a lot of sponsors. Like, a lot of people kind of have to go together because they have the same shoe deal, and they may be in commercials together, or
so it comes down to money.
I would say so, yes. And I mean, that's the way stuff goes. Successful businesses make more money, so if you're in a successful industry like basketball, it's gonna trend upwards, and you're gonna come to that. You know what I mean? But I mean, and why is women's basketball today like that? I don't know. I mean, women's high school basketball is vicious.
It's like, because it's women. Well, and that's kind of my point about like the care that goes into the game, because women naturally have that because we're emotionally driven, and it's almost impossible for us to do anything and not get our emotions wrapped up in it, and not get our care wrapped up in it. So that's why it makes me wonder, like, because of the money that surrounds the NBA now, does that change all the money? It seems like the love of the money is greater than the love of the game, because you don't have that anymore. Like, they're willing to get along for a deal, you know?
And that could have something to do with it, I would say. That's true, because, I mean, look at the WNBA. They're not making nearly that of money either.
But they care.
Yes.
Because they're women. They can't help but care.
They're going, yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know. I don't want to talk about, like, any NBA or any professional player's level of care to the game. I mean, they are professional and they're there. But I think it's more of just the connectivity of today's world. They're always online. They're always being shown. They're always in touch with each other. Everybody has a cell phone. Like back then, it was like you saw the Detroit Pistons every so often playing them, and that was it. You never saw them. You never saw them on your phone. You never really talked to them. You never wanted to. So the only time you saw them was this time. Like in high school, we had some rivalries with our schools, our local schools, and we cared about it. But the only time I ever saw them was on the court, and we kind of just like, it was just a rivalry that we had. It was, we didn't want to be buddy buddy.
But think about it. The difference in what injuries people are willing to play with now. Which I know with Halliburton, they knew the risks and he wanted to play anyway, and I applaud him for that because he knew the risks going into it, but he wanted to. I think that's, I mean, we know how it turned out, which stinks for him, but I still think it's cool that he wanted to play even with the risk, because I feel like nowadays, more often than not, you're going to sit when you have a risk like that because your long-term value is greater than just winning that game. Whereas, did they really do that so much, back in Jordan's time? I mean, look what he played through. I mean, look at not Rodman, Scottie Pippen, when he played with his back just...
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was in so much pain, and who knows what was going on with his back. But he was so willing to play, which I get that was a championship. Like, they were playing for a championship. But, I don't know, I feel like it was a little tougher then, and they played through things. Whereas today you almost have to take that precaution. You have to because
there's so
because
much
of
money.
your value, because of all the money that goes into it.
Yeah, and that is true, and I agree with that. And that's like just a natural thing of the game. The more it grows, the more valuable you are to the sport, and you have to take that precaution. It is true. Yeah. That's true. And not to belabor this point, but the Jordan and LeBron debate. So like after watching that, I brought that up to you. Remember that? I asked you like, do you think Jordan's better than LeBron, stuff like that, like the classic. And I'm not gonna sit here and debate that because that can go on for however long. But you brought up a good point of why you think that Jordan is the greatest of all time, whether like no matter what LeBron does. And it's unfortunate for LeBron in this case.
It's just because Jordan did it first, so he will always be the standard, and he will always be he'll always be who you are compared to. If it had been LeBron first and he was in that era, we'd be if it was flip-flopped, we'd be comparing Jordan to LeBron and questioning whether Jordan was as great as LeBron. I think it just has to do with who did it first.
Yeah, and with you saying that, I don't know why. I've never thought of that before, but with you saying that, I was like, oh, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Because, yeah, I mean, on paper, like, LeBron literally has the most points. He is really high in assists. I can't remember what. He's up there. He's up there in assists. He's played for a lot longer. Arguably, and I would tend to believe it, he probably has played with better players, or played against better players like Steph Curry. He's played against, you probably don't know them, but the Spurs back in the 2012s with Tony Parker, Ginobili, and Tim Duncan. He's played against really good players. And so and that's why some people think he's the best, the greatest of all time. I still think it's Jordan for other different reasons, but I do believe it just comes down to that he did it first. And if positions were swapped, I agree with you in saying that we would be comparing Jordan to LeBron, and I would probably think LeBron is probably better.
And we would raise the same arguments against Jordan if it was reversed.
Mm-hmm.
We would raise the same arguments against Jordan that we do LeBron, in that, oh, well, the league's softer now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just not the same. They don't play the same as they did, which I believe it's a higher level now. I do think the league has changed. I don't know. I haven't watched that much old school ball, so I can't really speak on whether today's league is softer than what it was. But you're always going to have arguments just like that because it's a different era.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not perfectly comparable to each other.
Yeah. And that's just the unfortunate thing about it. The game's changed that much. It's lost in time. Well, anyway, I still think I'm still Jordan. I just like his shoes. It was weird though watching the first episode with he had them on, or if you just look up a picture of Jordan in his rookie year with his ones on, it's like the shoes are like in a time capsule. It's weird because like they're the same design and silhouette as today. Yeah. It's like what he's wearing is like, oh man, like everything else about this picture is old except those shoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny just how that's lasted for the past, is that 40 years now? 45, 50, almost 50 years now, which is crazy.
That long?
Well, 84 was his rookie year. Yeah, 84, 94, 2004, 14, 40 years. 1 years.
Yeah, it's true. It's kind of cool. Like, there was no, like, crazy changes to, like, the continuity of the shoe.
Hardly
any. Still looks. Yeah. Which is, I think that's pretty cool. Like, what other products can claim that?
The Bic pen. That's about it. The Bic pen. And Jordan shoes. And maybe Sharpies. That's about it. Everything else has changed. Anyway. Onward, as Nick would say. We could talk about that movie we watched last night. So you're a big movie person. You like movies, right? Would you say that I'm a big movie person? I would say no. So you don't have to be nice.
Yeah, not really.
No. like
my family, that was our family night, as we went to, like, every Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
We would go out to eat. We went to Fazoli's a lot, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would go to buybacks, and we would all buybacks. Mm-hmm.
What is that?
So it was a used DVD games store.
For renting, or would you buy it?
No, buy them.
Oh, you would? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I always immediately went to the game section because I wanted to get a new game for the Wii or whatever console I had at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then we would each usually pick out a movie to get, and we'd go home and we'd watch at least one of them. If it was a special night, if mom and dad were feeling, crazy, they might let us put in another movie and watch a second one.
2 nights.
Yeah, 2 in one night. But so yeah, that was our thing. That was just our thing. We
Was it always a new movie, typically, that you would watch?
I mean, some of them we knew of them, but it was more so just adding to our movie collection. We typically, whichever of the new movie that we got, we had usually seen it already. Like either my parents had seen it already, or we knew it. We were just waiting for it to come out, on DVD, and then we'd go get it after it was already like a used DVD.
Mm-hmm.
So, usually we had already seen them, and we'd watch one of the new to us, movies that we got that night. So yeah, we're definitely a movie family, and I wouldn't say you guys were, which isn't a bad thing. Like, that's, you guys are outside a lot more, which I think is cool. But
yeah, but I feel like our movie extent was like the same probably 10 movies. It was like, oh, what do we want to watch? And we would put it in. And like a bad habit that my family has that you thought was kind of funny was we talk a lot during movies, like a lot. We give our two cents on stuff sometimes. I remember asking as a kid, like, Dad, why is this happening? And there were times where he's just like, I don't know, just watch, just basically shut up and watch the movie. But I don't know what it was. We felt the need to commentate. If you can hear that, our dog is just clacking around on the floor, and I apologize. But as I was saying, the movies that we would watch growing up, we would commentate on them freely for really no reason. Well, I guess I can't say no reason. My dad really liked the Fast and Furious series, and he wouldn't show us the full movie because there's parts in there that's just like not suitable really for kids or adults. There's just stuff in there, women aren't dressed right, basically. So he would only show us like the action parts. And through the action parts, we would talk about it because he would read up, oh, like during this stunt, somebody got hurt. And so like as we would watch these scenes, he would commentate on it. And so that just led to us asking him questions. And I think that just carried into basically every movie. So like if somebody funny showed up in another movie that we were watching, we would talk about it. You know what I mean? Like we were terrible at following storylines. And we would really only watch the very shallow movies, like action movies, you know, like cliche, what's his name? Stallone movies, you know? But that was kind of what we grew up on, a lot different from you guys.
Yeah, we had a wide range of movies. Guess we were pretty diverse with our movies.
Which is good. You're cultured.
Cultured with movies. Don't know that really means a whole lot, but yeah, it was. Yeah, we liked it, and I feel like me and Ellie, because we watched movies so much, we learned pretty early on. You know, Mom and Dad don't want us to talk through the movie if it's one that we haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, this is our first time seeing it too. We don't know, just watch. So we learned, like, I feel like we learned pretty young to just shut up and watch. Your question will probably be answered.
Would you guys ever see like an ugly person or just a weird looking character come on the screen and say like, oh, that's you, and then like start laughing like somebody, I can't think of a particular character, but we would point at it and be like, oh, Jacob, that's you, and like, or
honestly,
we would say that's Troy, and then like Jacob and I would make fun of it.
I see memes and stuff like that. That was like a common thing to do, like with your siblings. Me and Ellie never really did that to each other.
Too nice.
I mean, if I had thought of it, I'd probably definitely would have. It would have been me doing that to her. Like, oh, that's you. Okay. But no, we really didn't. I don't know. Maybe it's a guy thing. Maybe it's a brother thing.
Maybe.
But I never. Yeah, me and Ellie didn't really do that to each other.
We were jerks.
The only thing we ever did that I feel like is kind of similar to that, we had an ugly Christmas sweater party somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it was a teen activity. I don't remember what it was. But we each like printed a picture of each other and taped it to our sweaters. So that was our ugly Christmas sweater.
I think I saw a picture of that.
Yeah.
Your mom has a picture.
We thought that was hilarious.
And you wore it to school?
What was it?
You wore it to school? Is that what it was for? Or was it like a church thing?
I think it was a school thing. I don't remember,
crazy.
But we thought we were so funny doing that.
Man. Well, that movie that we watched 2 nights ago now, was it called The Road? Mm-hmm. And it had Viggo how do you pronounce his last name? Mortensen,
I think.
The guy that played in
Lord of the Rings.
Yes, and Hidalgo, which I saw him first act in. I hadn't watched Lord of the Rings until I met you. But those are good movies. Side note, I do like those movies.
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Lord of the Rings, yeah.
They are
pretty
great.
Books. I read the first book like a quarter of the way through, and it was tough. I was like, oh man, it's a lot more difficult than The Hobbit. I read The Hobbit entirely, and it's good. Like, it was good, really good.
Yeah, I
It
think
was an easier read too.
Yeah, I think the way the Lord of the Rings trilogy was written is older. And it definitely takes a lot more like focus
To know
and
what they're
brain
saying.
engagement to understand, to follow along.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But good books, good movies. But
Mhm.
anyway, the
The
road.
Road.
This, you were in the mood for watching a apocalyptic
Yeah.
end of the world movie. I wanted to watch a racing movie, and you're like, what do you want to watch? I'm like, oh, we should watch Ford vs Ferrari, and you're like, you just want to watch a racing movie, and I'm like, you know what, you don't. So let's watch something else, and we chose The Road, and we're not saying to go watch it to our listeners. You have to use your own discretion. There's no well, there's no like immoral scenes in it.
Very mild.
It's
say pretty mild stuff, but
yeah, there is some blood. There is
Yes.
Some frightening scenes.
I think it's just the overall feel to the movie would not be suitable for kids. I wouldn't even say like really young kids.
Mm-mm.
I think even as a 10, 11-year-old, I wouldn't want to watch that.
No. I would get bored with it as a 10 or
Yeah.
11-year-old.
Yeah. Maybe you'd, I don't know, at that age you might miss the kind of just
The gravity to it.
Yeah, you might miss that. So maybe it wouldn't have as much of an effect.
Mm-hmm.
But still, yeah, you may just more so be bored at that age. But
yeah, we were saying, or was it? I guess I was saying, like, if you're having a great day and like your day can't get any better, and you want something to just depress you and bring you down, then you would want to watch this movie. And it's something that, like, I think we both agree we would never want to watch that movie again.
I mean, it was well done. So like, I'm glad we watched it because it was nice to enjoy like a very well done movie. But I don't, just because of the content, I wouldn't watch that again. Definitely don't recommend if you are a postpartum mom, if you're in your baby blues or 1 month, 2 months postpartum, you'll just, after watching it, you'll just want to go lay down somewhere and just die. It's so depressing. It's so depressing.
It was. I'm trying to think what can we say about it that's not like a giveaway. It's I would say that they don't explicitly say what happened to the world, but I believe that it was like a volcanic eruption because there's like ash everywhere, and through the whole movie,
the color tone is just gray. Everything's gray.
Everything is gray, and it's very bland and just colorless. Everything's dead. Like the trees are dead, like in wintertime. There's no leaves. Nothing is green. All the animals, they say, are dead. Insects are dead. It's basically like a volcanic winter has come across the earth, and they're trying to make it to the coast. Do they say why they're trying to make it to the coast?
Just in the hopes that
there's
help there. Like
it's
different. Okay. That it's different there, maybe warmer, and that just things are just different on the coast.
And it follows two characters. It's a dad and his son, and they're unnamed. They don't have a name. If you look them up on IMDb, something movie database.
I think it's IMDb.
IMDb.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Whatever, that app about movies. If you look it up, they're like, it'll show the actor's name, and then their character name is literally man, and then
man, woman, boy.
Yeah. So you
only hear one name through the whole movie.
Really?
Yeah, remember the old guy? He says his name is Eli.
Oh, he does say his name. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But that's the only one.
Yeah, he's the only one that got a name. But yeah, it was good. So it follows those two characters trying to get to the coast, and it really does follow. It really does. It paints a really good, like, end of the world feel. Like, I believe that is how the normal person would go through the end of the world. experience. Like, you wouldn't be like Will Smith in I Am Legend, or you probably wouldn't even be like the Walking Dead characters, like shooting it up, being all like they seem on top of it. You know what I mean? But
it's a lot more realistic, and that they're just like every encounter they have with other people, it could be their last, and you just like any day they could just die, and it's
every other person they meet is like, there's no zombies in this. It's not a zombie movie. It's every other person that they meet out there has, like, they run the risk of them being a cannibal, because there's no other meat to eat. So there's people out there that are eating other people, and that could be the case if that actually happened in real life, which is also unnerving. It's like, they're not zombies, they're actual people trying to eat other people.
And I think that's like one of that aspect of the movie is one of the biggest reasons it's so somber and bleak, is because of that fear that they have through the whole movie. And it's just one of those things that, like, you don't want to think about. Like, as a human, you just don't want to think about that. So add that to just the gray tone, the quiet. It's very they speak in like quiet, hushed tones for a lot of it. And it's just, and so that, like, that fear they have of running into a cannibal, like, you feel that through the whole movie. And it just sets you on edge. Like, it kind of makes your skin crawl through the whole movie. So it was, it's like a good movie when it can make you feel that way. But I just don't want to watch it again.
I would describe it as like a very good, terrible movie. Like, there's times where I'm just shaking my head, like, oh, this movie's terrible, just because it's, for everything that we said, but it's really well made and really accurate in its depictions. Well, we're nearing the time limit that we set upon ourselves. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so. I feel like it went by quick.
I know. That's how these things go. And you're on my back about, only make it 50 minutes to an hour. I can't listen to an hour and a half, which is true. I can understand that. But time flies when you're having fun.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say you had fun?
I did.
Cool.
No, I feel like we kind of end on a downer there, talking about the road.
Well, no. I was gonna go into some sports updates and get your little 2 cents on it, though.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then we can round it off.
I didn't know the.
Or if you want to ask me other questions, I don't have to interview you. If there may be something that you want to talk about.
No, go ahead.
No. Okay. Well, in Formula One news, Nico Hulkenberg. Do you know who that is? Have you heard me talk about Nico Hulkenberg?
Yeah.
I'll keep this short because our listeners don't know anything about F1. Anyway, this dude, Nico Hulkenberg, has been driving for 15 years in Formula One racing, and he's had 392 starts without ever finishing on the podium, which is first, second, or third, which is the longest of anyone ever. And today, he finished third. And it was just wonderful to see. I was so happy.
Yeah.
Max got 5th, which was okay with the car he had. Lewis Hamilton got 4th, Nico 3rd, and then the McLaren guys got 2nd and 1st. But I was super happy.
Yeah. Good for Nico. That's a.
Have you ever heard me talk
good
about
day
him?
For him? Yeah. I know who he is.
Oh, so you know? Okay. I have taught you well then. In sad news, going back to Paul Skeens and the Pirates, he pitched today. He went 5 innings, 78 pitches.
Did he get pulled early?
Yeah, 78 pitches. Yeah, that's pretty early. I don't know why. He could have let him go maybe another 2 innings. But they lost. They lost 1-0. So they pulled him in the he pitched 5 innings, so they pulled him in the 6th. At the start of the 6th. And 10 pitches later, the relief gave up a home run. And that was the one run. I don't know why they didn't just keep Skeens in. He was dominating, but that's just how the Pirates are.
Who is their relief pitcher?
They have a couple different people. Their closer is David Bednar, but he didn't give it up. I don't know who it was specifically, but
Bummer.
But yeah.
Did that end their streak, or that already happened?
No, they lost yesterday.
Okay, that's what I thought.
1-0 as well. So we went.
They were dominating there for a
6.
few days.
Oh yeah, we went 6 games. No, 4, 5 or 6, I think. 5 or 6 games, and we outscored the opponent like 43-7, which is ridiculous. And then now we've lost back-to-back 1-0 games. So, like, we're back on course now. It was just a little spark. Anyway, you just need to be happy you're not a Pirate fan. These are tough times.
I mean, is it really that much better to be a Reds fan?
I guess not.
I mean, at least you have Skeens.
Yeah.
He's like a bright spot.
Well, you have that Cruz guy, though.
No, true.
So, Ellie De La Cruz, he's all right. But yeah, we're both going nowhere. The Steelers.
Similar with the Steelers and Bengals. Well, the Bengals could go somewhere, but...
No, this is where we could talk about the Steelers and Bengals, because you like the Bengals.
Yeah.
I like the Steelers.
I love football.
So, the Steelers traded Minkah Fitzpatrick. You know who that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Traded him away. We got back Jalen Ramsey. I think it's an improvement. A lot of people are upset about... Did we get Jalen Ramsey? I think we did get Jalen Ramsey. I'm going to look this up, but I wanted to ask your opinion about, should we trade TJ Watt? As a Bengal fan, what if the Steelers traded TJ Watt away? Would that make you... Would you think that's a good move?
For the Steelers?
To trade away TJ Watt. Because right now he's holding out because his contract, he wants basically paid what Myles Garrett got paid, which is the Browns overpaid him and they just ruined the market. Like they're ruining the Steelers in more ways than... I hate it, but... Yes, we got Jalen Ramsey. I'm sorry. Jalen Ramsey. Yes, we got him. So yeah, that's who we traded. I think that was a good trade. Minkah's time here was coming to an end. Get rid of him. So the question now is TJ Watt. TJ Watt is holding out for his contract, and if we pay him, that's like quarterback salary that we're giving this guy for. He's getting old. He's in his early 30s.
Yeah, I mean, considering that especially for the position he plays, that's not, hardly any football positions are long tenured just because it's so hard. But especially for that, I mean, for his sake and for the sake of him winning, it might just be better to just give him a chance, because the Steelers I don't think they're close. It's not going to be anytime soon for them going to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, just for the sake of giving him a chance to go to a good team that has a chance to make it, I would say, yeah, trade him. I mean, is it going to make that big of a difference? I mean, he is a playmaker for sure on the defense.
Yes, and
the defense is like one of Pittsburgh's, maybe one of their best. Like, it's not just a strong suit; it's like probably the best. What they're best at is defense. So,
and my thing about it is, I tend to agree that we're not close to a Super Bowl. We're going all in for a Super Bowl this year because Rodgers says this is his last year. So this move with trading Minkah for Jalen, we did a few other trades. We brought in DK Metcalf, which is a good receiver. He's really good. Traded away Pickens. We are trying to go all in because we know the writing is on the wall. We have to do something soon. But the holdup for me is paying TJ Watt. I think he's looking for like $41 or $42 million a year when you don't, like, that's quarterback money. And quarterbacks are the highest paid players on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do that, you really like handicap yourself in the future. And I don't know if paying him that is worth it. That's where it's tough.
Yeah.
Because we've been burnt before by being loyal and paying people, and then it doesn't work out. And now we're stuck in poverty for, mediocrity. That's our poverty. A little 9-8 season. So it's, I don't know. I'm stuck. I don't know what I want to happen. If we trade him, I would be like, all right, like, let's move. I wouldn't be mad. If we trade him, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, all right, let's move on. What can we get from him?
Mm-hmm.
If we keep him, then I'm like, we need to win. We need to win because nobody else is going to eat this salary if we try to trade him in a year or two. Because he's old. He's aging. So.
Yeah. I mean, but I would want him to go to a good team that actually has a chance. Like, not just trade him
You
to
would
anybody.
want to see him.
I genuinely want to see him go to a good team and make a good run at a Super Bowl because, you know, he's such an animal. He deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
such a good cap to his career.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Yeah. And then there's your guys' situation. All your money is with Joe Burrow and Chase and Higgins.
Yeah, they did manage to keep Higgins.
But, like, who's going to stop anyone on the defensive side? You know what I mean?
I know.
Because what's his face
What happened?
retired?
Yeah, what happened with what's his name?
Hubbard. Hubbard's the hometown kid. Was it Hubbard that retired?
I think so. But then Hendrickson, right?
Yeah, he was
They were weren't they kind of like keeping him in limbo? And he was getting upset about it.
yes.
What happened with that situation?
Pulling it up right now. Bengals news. Hendrickson contract buzz. It looks like they're still talking about what to do. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. I mean,
even if we keep him, even if we manage to keep him, we had him last year. So,
yeah.
like, what difference is that going to make with our defense? Because
Oh, here we go. Trey Hendrickson is still prepared to hold out during the regular season. So he's holding out till he gets paid. Basically, it's a similar situation to Watt.
mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate.
I
So-
don't know. I feel like it's going to take more than just keeping one person, you know,
Yeah.
for our defense to improve.
So
I feel like it's going to be it's probably just going to be a similar year.
similar to last.
We're going to have such a dynamic offense. And it's going to be fun to watch. But, I mean, it's not going to matter if we can't get any stops. And it's just going to be frustrating watching us lose
The Steelers.
one score games.
The Steelers beat the Bengals last
Mhm.
year twice, or
Mhm.
just once? Did we beat you guys twice?
I don't remember.
We beat you once. That was at Heinz Field, and that was ridiculous. We should not
Mhm.
have won that game, but it was like
Yep.
our defense stepped up surprisingly and stopped your really good offense, but your defense couldn't stop Russell Wilson.
I think it's true in any sport. Defense is what wins.
Wins championships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you don't think the Bengals are going to make the Super Bowl?
I mean, if the defense looks the same as it did last year, I don't see how, like, what's going to be different. You know?
Do you think the Steelers will make...
We can't keep doing the same thing and expect the next year to be better.
I agree with that. Do you think the Steelers will win a playoff game this year? This will be our first win in 7 years. Our first playoff win in 7 years. Do you think we get it this year? Ooh.
I don't know. It's hard to say because you're always so close to it. I mean,
no, we suck. We get blown
Tomlin
out all
is
the
so
time.
consistent. You
Yeah.
get there and you lose the first one.
Yeah, we get blown out.
Yeah.
It's never a close one.
But you still make it. You still make it to that
Yeah.
to that first playoff game, and it's always right there in reach. But so it's hard to say when it's so close like that, like consistently. It's hard to say. I don't know. This could be the year. You can honestly say this could be the year every year.
And we'll freaking hang the banner for a playoff win, and we'll all be happy, and we'll have a parade, in Pittsburgh for our playoff win.
I don't know. What do you think Rodgers is gonna do?
I don't want to set expectations. I don't.
I mean, he's a complete bust at New York.
Well, that was New York. New York sucks.
Well, so you think that the receivers and the offense that he's walking into you think it's gonna be a good fit?
I don't know. I'm not even saying that. Yeah, he has DK. I think having DK Metcalf is a help. He needs help. His line needs to protect him. Like we have a lineman, Broderick Jones. He needs to step up and really put some protection on. But I'm not getting my hopes up. I expect another first round exit. That's my expectation. If we miss the playoffs, I will be disappointed. If we make the playoffs and get a win, I'll be like, great. I'm at that point. For me, it's a Super Bowl. You have to win a Super Bowl for it to be worth anything.
Yeah.
But I've been beaten down to the point where, man, just get us a playoff win. But that's where I'm at. So
lowering your expectations.
Yeah, that's Pittsburgh
Sad.
sports right now. Right, it's depressing. Who do you think is going to win Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
I don't know. It's hard to say without having watched any. Like,
well, it's way too early predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
so
you got
early.
But you have to. If you had to guess, based on how last year ended, do you think it'll be like another repeat? I hope not. I mean,
it always tends to look similar, you know. And honestly, okay, one thing that I will say is I could see the Eagles being just as dominant this year and the Chiefs kind of fading away just a little bit. I could see that happening. And kind of
basically
almost
the Eagles improving.
Mm-hmm.
And you think the Chiefs would go down? Because would Patrick Mahomes' play go down?
No, not necessarily that, but I mean, I don't know. Like Kelsey,
he's fading.
He just didn't really have a. I don't know. I feel like he wasn't.
He didn't have a.
He didn't really have a. Yeah, it wasn't like an amazing. Yeah.
He's aging.
So.
He's Taylor Swift now. He doesn't care.
I don't know. I mean, we haven't seen any games, so who knows? But if I was gonna make one prediction, I could say I think it's very likely that we could see that the Eagles are just absolutely dominant again, and the Chiefs not as much. Which I'm honestly, I like Hurts. I kind of just because he's
good
could be
looking.
the new because he could be the new face. You know what I mean? Like Mahomes has had it for so long, and I think everyone's just kind of tired of that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're from Kansas, like everybody's just kind of tired of that.
Yeah, but Philadelphia.
But you're saying that because you're from Pittsburgh.
No, I'm saying that because I'm not from Philly. If you ask anybody.
Well, true.
I mean, ugh. I have friends who are Philly fans. Like, my best friend growing up was a Philly fan. So I like them. I just don't like Philadelphia. Sorry. This is how it is. I really hope you're wrong because I don't want Philly dominance right now.
Honestly, I can't really say either way. Like, oh, I hope I'm right or I hope I'm wrong. I really don't. I don't really have any skin in that. I don't care that much. Like, I can't say I hate them, and I can't say that I love them. So, if they win again, good for them. Not really.
All right. We're going to round it off with quick, rapid-fire questions. And I'm coming off with these off the cuff, so it may not be super rapid-fire, but you got to give me your opinions.
Okay.
Which city has a prettier view, Pittsburgh or Cincinnati? Better skyline.
Oh, a better skyline?
Yeah.
Oh, probably Pittsburgh.
Really?
Yeah.
You would admit that openly?
I mean, as much as we walked around Pittsburgh here just recently, it's pretty. It really is pretty.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Skyline or Permane Brothers?
You're asking me.
Yeah.
So, Skyline for sure.
Can
Just
you
for me personally.
can you palate Permane Brothers?
I mean, I can. To me, it just everything was so. I don't know. It was all the same. Just coleslaw and fries on every sandwich or something like that.
Interesting.
Sorry, Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan's probably mad right now. Paycor Stadium or Acrisure Stadium?
I haven't been.
What looks better from the outside on the TV when they show the blimp footage? Steelers are Acrisure and all that. Okay.
Wait, Acrisure is Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Heinz Field basically.
I don't know. I'd probably say Paycor.
That place has no aura, as to use
Maybe
a Gen
not.
Z slang.
Maybe not, but I've at least driven by.
We drive by it.
We drive by Acrisure?
I always point it out when we go through the tunnels.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's
Well,
Heinz
see,
Field.
I didn't even remember it, so
That's
must
true.
not have that much aura.
PNC Park.
PNC's pretty.
So PNC Park prettier than American.
Great American Ballpark.
Yeah, Great American Ballpark.
Yeah, I'd have to say PNC Park is. They've just got such a great view.
They do. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Although the Great American Ballpark is better than Paycor Stadium. Like, Paycor Stadium looks just bland, whereas Great American Ballpark is red. They have red seats because they're the Reds. Like, seems like a stadium that actually cares about their team. Anyway, Ohio weather or Pennsylvania weather?
Oh.
It's like summer weather.
Probably Pennsylvania, because I don't think it gets as humid as it does here.
That is true.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be in PA for the summer. Although it does get colder there in the winter. Doesn't it?
We get more snow, but it gets colder here, I would say.
Oh, really? Just get more snow in PA?
We're closer to the Midwest out here. So it gets colder. Pierogies or conies?
I don't know that I've ever had a pierogi, but just knowing what it is, I'd probably say coney.
You've never had a pierogi?
I don't think I have.
We need to change that.
I know. It's potato, right?
Yeah,
potato,
pretty much.
What's it?
Wrapped up in dough. Like it's it looks like one of those Japanese.
Well, I do love me some mashed potatoes, so maybe I like a pierogi.
I think you would really like a pierogi.
Maybe.
We need to get you a pierogi.
So is it just like, oh, here, this nice little pocket to hold your mashed potatoes for you so you can eat it on the go?
Yeah.
I'd probably love that then.
It's like a Hot Pocket almost, but not as doughy. There's there's more dough in there's more bread around a Hot Pocket. But you would like it. I don't know if they...
Why have I never had one yet?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if they sell them here. I haven't looked for them since I moved here.
Yeah, but I've been to PA several times.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I've just never...
My mom never keeps them.
Where do you even get them in PA?
Anywhere. They're everywhere.
Like, are they like a frozen thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You buy them frozen from a box. They're highly processed.
Yeah, it seems like they would be. Do people make them like homemade?
I'm sure. Probably some Amish people.
Well, next time we're out there, we need to go find some Amish store and buy a pierogi so I can try it.
Okay.
'Cause I probably would love that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of more Pittsburgh, Ohio things. Popeyes or Chick-fil-A?
Oh, Chick-fil-A for
Chick-fil-A.
sure. Yeah.
I don't know. I like Popeyes sandwiches. I do like that. Tim Hortons. There's a lot of Tim Hortons out here, which we do not really have. We have one in Pennsylvania. Tim Hortons or Starbucks?
Oh, Starbucks.
Tim Hortons or Dunkin'?
Tim Hortons. I hate Dunkin'.
You hate Dunkin'? You hate Dunkin' that much?
It's like burnt coffee water. I don't even know how you burn water, but that's what it tastes like.
All right, I agree with that. All right, last question. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking real hard for this last question. I'm trying to think. Hold on. I'm trying to think of
your bald dome is steaming. Steam coming
my
off
bald dome. How dare you? I will call the she-bears. Well, no, I don't want them to eat you. I'll keep the she-bears away. You can make fun of me. It's okay. It's okay. I can't think of one. I'm trying to think of like Joe Burrow or who. I was going to say Joe Burrow or Ben Roethlisberger. But I wouldn't even choose Ben over... Well, no. I think I would. Joe Burrow hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. I would choose Ben Roethlisberger over Joe Burrow. Who would you choose? Right now, if you were building a team and you had to choose between Joe Burrow at age 25 and Big Ben at the same age.
Is Ben also at 25? How he was at 25?
Mm-hmm. Ben already had a Super Bowl.
True, but... I mean, didn't he have a really great team around him, too?
He also had a motorcycle accident.
I don't know. I didn't watch him play at 25. So I'd still have to say Burrow. He's our guy, so...
Are you happy with him?
I am, yeah. I just...
Oh, Ben was 23 when he won his first Super Bowl. Look at that.
Impressive.
That is impressive. And yeah, he did have a good team. He had a really good defense.
Yeah.
So, which Joe
that
doesn't
makes a
have.
difference.
Does make a difference. I think Joe will be good.
I think he will too. I really think
he
that
is good.
if he sticks around, we'll get there.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be... If we can fix our defense issues, I think we have the potential to make a run for it, like consistently. So
I agree.
We'll see.
I agree.
I have high hopes, though. Well, maybe not for this year, but maybe if they make some changes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Alyssa, thank you for coming on and entertaining the masses. They appreciate it. I appreciate it. It would have been boring, one, if we didn't put anything out, but it would also been boring just me talking and babbling. So,
yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for the invite. It was fun.
Yeah.
I did. I really had fun.
Cool.
It really does fly by.
It does.
Yeah. This is going to be hard to listen to tomorrow, though.
Why?
Because, you always hate the sound of your own voice.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's hard to go back and listen.
Is it hard for you to listen to?
It is.
Yeah.
Like, I skip through it because I can't listen to myself. So I skip through it and I'm like, oh, I could change that or do better here.
Yeah.
But I hardly ever finish because it's just like, like my voice, But anyway.
Well, hopefully this is going to be entertaining for you guys. And
yep.
Yeah.
And
hopefully you'll have the boys back next time.
They'll be back. Yeah. They'll be back. But thanks for filling in. I appreciate it.
Of course.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. Follow us if you don't do so already. We're on Instagram. We are on TikTok. We are on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music as well. Because I had a friend reach out to me and say, hey, can you put it on there? I said, yes, sir. So, all right. We'll catch you guys later. Thank you.